Okay. I guess let's get started. So there were three things today. So one, I just wanted to check in to see if there were any updates on DevNet 11 or any client issues people wanted to bring up. Two, talking about the launch of DevNet 12, which we said we're going to try to do before Alcor Devs this week, even if it's only with a subset of clients. And then three, Mario wanted to talk about some of the tests running on Hive Interop now. But yeah, maybe to start on DevNet 11, any updates from any teams or clients?
Yeah, I can give a brief Prism related update. So we're still working towards the latest spec, which is the block inclusion format changes. So I think like my estimate is probably 2 to 3 weeks on that. So yeah, so I think like in terms of .NET 12, like if there's enough consensus client ready this week, feel free to start. Don't wait for us. We will join when we're ready.
Got it.
For Lighthouse, we've got all the changes implemented. I just put a link in the chat to the branch where we have all the changes. We're going through like a final review now, but should be good to go.
Quick question about Lighthouse. Do you guys want us to still continue using Quick, or is that not included in this branch?
Quick will also be there. I guess it's fine to use. I'm not sure. I haven't personally been looking into like analysis around it, but I guess might as well use it.
Sweet. Uh, any other client team want to share an
Uh,
update?
in Nethermind, we have two nodes from the branch which is supporting block transactions reorg, like storing them until there is a finalization on the chain to be able to re-add them in case of reorg. And it would be really great if we would be able to have some reorgs on DevNet 11, like probably trigger it somehow artistically. And it's, I think, important part which is not yet tested on DevNets. Like the scenario of reorgs is not covered, and like because of this re-adding of block transactions, which there wasn't something like that before, and it would be great to trigger some reorg on DevNet 11 or 12.
Is there a way to easily do that?
Yeah, I think we can do some non-finality stuff.
Non-finality and reorgs are quite a bit different though. Like we would need to maybe skew the clocks on some of the nodes manually to trigger actual reorgs.
Not necessarily sure if that would even do it. We yeah, we should try to do this with the chaos testing tool realistically. But yeah, otherwise I think we can just do either a combination of clock and non-finality and then try and get it done in DevNet 12.
Or yeah, we can run multiple validators on different machines. That's also a good idea.
Yeah, but that's also not going to guarantee, especially on a small network, it won't guarantee that the blocks being caused are different from each other.
Right, because what you want to see is the blob transaction being included in block A and then re-included in block B.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They might both just include the same ones.
Yeah.
But realistically, I remember that Hive had a lot of reorg tests, right?
Yeah,
That's how we
so
used to do it in the past.
yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so the way that Hive does it is basically just starts from Genesis onto different subnets. So half of the validators on one subnet, half on the validators on the other one. Then we wait for a couple of epochs, and then we just connect everyone together. So by the time they are reconnected, we have two different chains built by each of the half of the validators, and they will try to reorg. I mean, at least one half will try to reorg to the other half, optimally. But I'm not sure how easy to do this on a DevNet. It is. It's easy on Hive because you start from you simply start disconnected and then you connect at some point. So it's fairly straightforward, but I'm not sure how easy it is to on a DevNet.
But on Hive, could we do that and then force include a different blob transaction on each side, like on each subset of the validators? So then you're sort of guaranteed that at least one of those blob transactions would be reorged, and then checking for inclusion.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't remember. I don't think we select transactions on Hive, but we can definitely do it. So we could, for example, set blob A to subnet A and then blob B to subnet B, and just verify that they are all included on the test. I'm sorry, on the chain that is eventually become the canonical chain. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on testing reorgs? Okay, so let's maybe have a look at what we can do on Hive and potentially on either the chaos testing or DevNets. But yeah, we should definitely start testing that at this point. Anything else on DevNet 11 or the current implementations?
So on Lodestar side, I can share an update. Earlier, Lodestar was sort of waiting for all the blobs and then importing the block. Now we basically start importing the block as soon as we see it. And basically then in parallel, we wait for blob availability now. And we also have some matrices added to it regarding to whatever is the additional delay, which I'll try to analyze this week. But yeah, this particular change has been running on DevNet 11 for some time now. So with respect to Lodestar, we have sort of settled on a final architecture as well.
Nice. Any other team? Okay, if not, so I guess so for DevNet 12, I believe on the Awkward Devs last week we had Teku and was Lodestar or Nimbus the other client that was already ready?
Lodestar and Lighthouse and Teku.
Oh, okay. And then on the EL side, do we have all ELs ready? I guess so, because there's no spec changes.
Yeah, there's no changes. So it should be the same. The only thing that might have changed is which branch we need to use or whether they have like moved something into upstream into their master branch or something.
Yeah.
I would be actually curious to know, is anyone else is already following their latest master other than Geth?
Ethereum JS is also latest master only.
Master for Nethermind only like one PR is not merged, but probably we will merge it.
For Aragon, everything is merged, though it's the branch is called Devel instead of Master.
Okay, so I guess, and then we should still be able to get this launched before Awkward F this Thursday, right?
Yeah, I did an initial test last week already on Friday, and everything looked pretty okay. So I don't think there would be any blockers. It would be good to have still Nimbus or Prism already at Genesis, but
yeah,
if not, then it's not going to be a blocker.
Yeah,
it's not
and I
going to be
guess
a very big network anyway, so we can just quickly make some deposits and include those also.
Yeah, and I guess based on what Terrence was saying, like Prism won't be ready for another couple weeks, so we clearly won't have them at Genesis. Do we know if Nimbus is like almost there, or is it because if they also still need a couple weeks, then then in that case we basically have all the clients ready today, and then obviously the editors will join later. But is there some? Yeah, are we waiting like on any last minute client? Yeah, I don't think there's anyone from Nimbus here. But yeah, I guess
we'll just follow up with them afterwards. But I don't think we've heard anything about their status right now. And I would just guess that we wait until all clients are ready before we do a big shadow fork, because we wanted to do one that's like a couple hundred nodes at least.
Got it. Yeah, so I guess as soon as we hear from Nimbus, if they're ready soon, we can wait for them to launch the DevNet, as long as it doesn't happen after like Wednesday. And then if not, then I guess we're pretty much ready to launch DevNet 12. Any other thoughts, comments on DevNet 12? Okay. If not, Mario, you had some Hive Interop updates, right?
Yes. Can I share my screen?
Yes, please do. You don't see your screen yet.
Yeah, it's. Let me see.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, we do now. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, just a quick update on the things that we are running currently on the Hive Interop. This was just updated. It contains the latest add to Dencun branch, which already contains the new consensus spec updates for Hive. Basically, you can come here and just take a look at all the suites. Currently, we only have Lighthouse, Deku, and Lodestar running on this, all in pair with Nethermind. And I think Go Ethereum also, but I'm not seeing it here. Maybe that's a mistake. But yeah, Nethermind is the main client we're using to run, and you can see there are basically 4 test suites we are running currently. So the first and the most important one is just the testnet. Basically, we have 2 test cases here, and if you come here into the load of the test cases, you can see we revamped a little bit the description of the test cases. So if you come here, you can see the configuration for the testnet. You can see the verifications that are done, and this is done for every single test case. But yeah, basically these 2 test cases here is just basically starting from Capella and then starting for the NAP also. And you can see that this is passing with the latest consensus spec version. But we also have a test suite for the builder, and which also uses the new builder API updates for the consensus spec. And I've tested most of this locally with the sanity test, and they are all passing. So the errors that we are seeing here are probably isolated errors, or I have to double check on exactly what's failing to really know what's happening. But if anything is found, I will just address this with with each of the clients. And yes, and also we have the test suite for sync, and we have the test suite for blobs gossiping. So this blob gossiping is using the updated blobber test tool that we used last time to generate the equivocation blobs. And we are doing a very similar thing here, and this is now updated to use the updated header sign header on the blobs. So you can go here and just click any of the test cases, and you can basically see what's the blobber doing in each of the test cases. You can see, for example, here's creating just a equivocating block and just signing it and doing some stuff. And this is done for every single test case. So if you see your client here and it's failing some of the tests, you can easily just come here and see what the blobber is doing. At the moment, to be honest, there might be some test issues still. But I tested the sanity test cases on each of the suites and each of the clients, and they are all passing. So these are more this is some of the test cases that are failing, but I will double check this and then just go to each client to just see if there's some issues that need to be taken care of. If you want to take so yeah, the description here is not very it is not visually the best, but if you want, you can also go here. I will share this link, which is basically just a branch that we are using, and you can see every single test suite that we have here. And you can just click on each of the test suites and see every single test case and what's the verifications, what's the configuration, and everything for every single test case, and also how to run it locally if you so wish to do so. Yeah, that's basically the status right now. If you have any test case that you want me to run or double check, just please let me know, and I'll share the links of this in a bit. Are
Awesome.
there any questions?
No questions, it seems. Lots of clapping hands. Yeah, this is very cool.
I just
okay.
shared the links on both the Hive Interop site and also the description of the test cases. Oh, I think I shared just one. Let me share the complete set. Yeah, please take a look if there's any test case missing. Obviously we're iterating and making more regression tests for Hive. But if you see anything that is obviously missing, just let me know. We can just implement some new test cases if necessary. Yeah, that's basically it.
Thanks, Mario. Yeah, that's the last thing we had on the agenda for today. Was there anything else people wanted to bring up or discuss before we wrap up? Okay, well, yeah, happy to close off here. So yeah, thanks everyone. Talk to you all on ACDC this Thursday, and by then let's try and get DevNet 12 up.
Thanks. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.